Every great competitor has a moment of downfall, a time when they were counted out, overlooked, and doubted by the very community they fought to be part of. For Hunter Inspire Schlein, that moment came with 100 Thieves. Once seen as a promising addition to one of North America's biggest organizations, Inspire's time with 100 Thieves was short-lived. The expectations were high, the pressure even higher, and in the ruthless world of pro Valorant, second chances are rare. After a tough stint, Inspire was dropped. Many thought this was the end of his career at the top level.
Wait, what? What? Did you just see Twitter? Look at Twitter!
But instead of giving up, he did what the best players do. He rebuilt.
Same move, repeated. Chaotic as well goes down.
Dog shit player.
The decoy did
Dog
deploy,
shit.
but not in time.
This isn't even tier 2, this is tier 3, bro.
Suddenly this is down to 1v1. 8 bullets left. And
This is the story of Inspire's redemption, and the team that is proving everyone wrong, Rankers.
Thoughts are in that brain of yours.
I'm definitely pissed.
You're pissed.
Yeah, definitely
Do you
mad.
feel kind of do you feel betrayed?
Yeah, no, for sure. I thought
Was it really?
I got backdoored for sure.
What's going on?
Chapter 1, The Birth of Rankers. For some, a failed opportunity means the end. For Inspire, it was just the beginning. He took his experience, his lessons, and set out to build something new. A team that would play with a chip on their shoulder, just like him. That team became Rankers. This roster wasn't built by an organization with deep pockets. It was built through pure grind, chemistry, and hunger. With a mix of raw aimers and disciplined playmakers, Rankers didn't just want to compete. They wanted to destroy expectations. Chapter 2, Climbing the Ranks. Their first test, the VCL NA Stage 1 circuit. No one expected them to do much. After all, how could a squad of underdogs compete against well-established teams? But Rankers weren't here to play by the script. Their first major upset came against Burger Boys, a team filled with experience and structure. Inspire and his squad didn't just win, they dominated.
There's nothing more he could do. Rankers with a 2-0 sweep will finish week 2 2-0.
Then came their match against Blue Otter, another highly anticipated showdown. This was supposed to be the real test. And once again, Rankers delivered. From being doubted to being undefeated, just like that, Rankers went from nobodies to a top contender in VCL NA. Chapter 3, The Roadblocks. But success in Valorant is never a straight path. Just as Rankers were making a name for themselves, they faced their biggest challenge yet, the departure of Knights 1X. Losing a key player mid-season is a nightmare for any team. Chemistry, strategies, and roles, all thrown into question. Would this be the breaking point for Rankers? Would they fall apart just as quickly as they had risen? Rosters change, champions adapt, and adapt they did. Even after losing Nightsinks, Rankers continued their insane unbeaten run, proving that their system, their trust in each other, was stronger than any single player.
I think this time around, we added Ion and decided, hey, maybe we should start practicing a little bit. So we did trials with him, and honestly, practice has been really good. But we have only played franchise teams, so I didn't really know what to expect against these challenger teams, because I think this time around versus when we won and last spoke, I think YFP were one of the only notable teams that we're kind of not scared of, but knew it would be a tough match. And now this time around you have M80, TSM, and Cupert that we just 2-0'd. So this match was a really good indicator on are we this good? Because we've never really known how far we can take this. And after winning it, I think it puts us at a 16 win streak. And that's pretty insane in itself.
Chapter 4, What Makes Rankers So Dangerous? So what makes Rankers different from other teams in the scene? How did they go from ranked grinders to VCL threats in such a short time?
I think we're the best team in challengers, easily, no doubt in my mind. There is not a team better than us, mechanically, talent-wise, skill ceiling-wise. Even just right now, there's not a team better than us.
Wow. Do you think there's a team close to you guys, or
No.
This didn't even bother them.
3
But
key
the arc
reasons.
flash, that is gonna bother them. The TSM
Mid-round
is
adaptation
the
and leadership.
From a thought
Unlike
process,
most
good
Tier
start
2
for
teams that
Rankers.
rely purely on mechanics, Rankers excel at reading opponents. Inspire's leadership is a game changer, allowing them to adjust their strategy mid-round and catch enemies off guard. The second one, mechanical firepower. From Poppin's insane entry frags to Eggster's clutch factor, every player on Rankers has Tier 1 level aim. When they get rolling, they can dismantle even the best teams.
Nailed them. Grounded.
Could be flanking strong. 120. Chamber 120 long.
Spike down.
Oh my god.
Finally! Oh,
In your face.
shit! That's a clip. That's a...
And for the final one, the underdog mentality. Rankers aren't just playing for wins, they're playing to prove a point. Every match, they're out to prove they belong. That drive makes them fearless, aggressive, and lethal.
You see yourself on a franchise team. Not as like as a starter, not as a sixth man. Hopefully by next fucking week. You think you're that good, eh? You actually think you're that good. Like, that's no joke, right? Like, you actually think that. You dead ass think. Like, when you watch, like, for example, you watch Lock-In, you're like, I can do this shit. When you see Suigetsu 1 bullet 3 guys, you go, sheesh, it's nothing. Is that what you think in your head?
You ain't got.
Absolutely. Fuck me. I respect the confidence, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I respect that confidence. So now I'm gonna ask you this. What happened exactly on 100 Thieves?
Chapter 5 inspires redemption and the future of Rankers. From being dropped by a Tier 1 org to leading a team with a 15-0 record, Inspire's story isn't just about talent, it's about resilience. But the journey isn't over. Rankers are sitting in top 6 NA, but their real goal? Breaking into Tier 1 play, competing against teams like M80, The Guard, and Moist Moguls.
And then as well, last but not least, Hunter. He's really refreshing to play with. He's a very smart player. He just has a lot of like game knowledge, and he's a delight to work with. He's very hard working, so I'm really excited to play with all the guys.
Can Inspire complete his redemption arc by leading Rankers to the highest level? Or will the next challenge be their toughest yet? One thing's for sure, Rankers aren't just another Tier 2 team anymore. They're the dark horse of VCL NA.
Does it just speak to like the confidence level of the team? Like even too, we saw Kanzera just pull out like DM Odin so many rounds. Like you're just confident, like you can just take the win regardless.
Yeah. I don't know if he's trolling or what, but if you saw his crosshair on pistol round, like you could tell he doesn't feel the pressure. He's just doing whatever he wants. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. He just does whatever he wants.
So next time you hear the name Inspire, don't think about the past. Think about the future. Because today, he's climbing the ranks. But soon, he might just own them.